How long gone? It's Chris Black and DJ Them Jeans, a.k.a. Jason Stewart. We're here at room 1701 in the beautiful Waldorf Astoria Hotel in our second home, second city, Chicago, Illinois. I can't see the lake from here, but I got a nice view at TJ. If
there weren't buildings blocking you, we would be able to see. It's not a distance problem. It's a
sight line.
There's light pollution.
It's light pollution. We both have great balconies in our rooms, which makes me feel like I'm really part of the city when I step out there.
You know, it's good for me because it's great weather out there. So on a hot evening or morning, open the window, open the slider, get a little breeze, which is rare. In a hotel, I had a nice breeze up night.
I did the same thing this morning,
especially when you're on a high rise, you know,
wind whipping.
But I was just watching Bill Maher, and he had Hubies on, and he was talking about the benefits of morning light, and I'm like, how am I going to do that on the 18th floor, just one floor more than you? How am I going to do that? I'm stuck in the concrete jungle. And I got to go out in the balcony right at 8 a.m. when the sun's peeking over.
That's nice.
Reset my internals.
I'm going to have to skip Bill Maher this week, I guess. I can't.
And then at nighttime, you know what I'm using that balcony for.
Oh, are you smoking a little something out there?
Well, I mean, what a treat to not have to go down to the curb with the common folks. You know?
I mean, I think you should be forced to go down to the curb. I think you make friends that way.
I don't want to make friends at my nighttime smoke because, like, when you're on like a metropolitan street corner smoking, the only people that talk to you are people who want something from you.
That's
you
true.
know? Or to tell you how tall you are, and that maybe we should hang out sometime.
That's one of the most fun conversations you can have. One of the most. I
had an old queen this morning when I was walking over to BEC Smoothies. What does that stand for? Better Eating Through Chemistry?
No, it's not. That's not what it stands for. I don't know. BEC is basically the Earth bar of Chicago equinoxes to put you to center the listener.
Yeah, it's a smoothie bar built into an equinox. But I was walking over to the mall and he was like, "How tall are you? When I come back on my next life, I want to be as tall as you, so I could kick the asses of all the people that were messing with me in this life." And I was like, "Okay, Chief."
That's too much information. People need to shut the fuck up. Me included. But I'm saying, like,
when you're tall, I attract all the flies.
It's really
buzzing.
It's really unfortunate. Unless those flies are baddies, it's kind of unfortunate.
But even I'm approachable is the problem. Too approachable.
No, you're not. You're a dickhead. I don't know why people think they can approach you.
I don't look like one.
That's true. They learn real quick though.
I'm like the trapdoor spider. I'm the chameleon. I turn my colors.
They learn real quick though.
It's nice to be back at the Dorf, bro.
I love the Dorf. We're back in Chicago. We're at the Dorf.
Hot off of our appearance at EatsCon Shy City.
Just hours ago, we were on the EatsCon stage at the Salt Shed with friend of the program, Joe Freshgoods, a Chicago legend.
How many times do you think the phrase "I'm a real eater"? How many times were those words uttered from his mouth?
Not enough. I think keep
it going.
Keep it going.
More than 10.
We had 40 minutes to fill. So
more than 10, maybe.
I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck. It was fun though.
It was fun.
But yeah, I ate too many little nibbles, but I only had one bite of each just to try it.
I just can't eat like that. Like I can't
in front of people.
No, that's fine. I just mean like I can't like
in a fair like setting.
Yeah, it's hard. I want all of it. It looks delicious, but I don't want to collect it all and then sit down. You know what I mean? It's a logistical issue is what I'm saying to you.
Oh, okay. You don't like the hunting and gathering process.
Yeah, like all this. I'm walking around. I'm like, this looks delicious. This looks delicious. This is delicious. And then I'm like, well, I'm going to compile this freak meal from all of these different interest areas.
Freak meal.
And then try to find a place to sit. It's just but you guys were on the fly. You're easy.
I think it would be nice if there were a VIP experience, if you were like a Chase Sapphire Power user or something like that, where you can spend an extra $400 and you get where like the Nobu set up at the tennis match or whatever. You're on a mezzanine looking down on everyone. You have a server bringing you the food, and you can enjoy the tap dancing from the privacy of your section.
The Salt Shed was nice as hell though. I'd heard about that venue a few times from friends and bands, but I'd never been. It was very impressive.
I will say, best bathroom I've been in.
Yeah, by far.
For a venue that we've ever played in, which is a good sign, because just because the venue's bigger doesn't mean the bathroom's going to be better.
No, it was just new. It felt new.
It was new.
It felt very new.
The shower, the tile story was very similar to the one at home.
Oh,
as well as the fixtures.
Yeah, of course. Sure.
Big Aesops, and they weren't chained down.
They were.
Oh, they were?
Well, they were hooked into the wall.
They had the little hook.
You know those things would be gone. You said Clips is playing on Saturday. Those things would be all cleared out of there. You know Malice likes to moisturize.
I didn't know that, but if you told me that, I wouldn't be shocked.
Yeah, you can look and tell.
Yeah, so I was eating, I had lobster mayonnaise, which sounds too gamey, too turned up, but it was a light lift. It was nice.
But it was on top of some corn.
It was on top of some corn. It was from Laredo, which is a LA restaurant I haven't been to. I think it's in Frogtown.
Laredo, like Texas?
Yeah, but I think there's a T instead of a D.
Oh, hell no.
Loreto.
That's different.
I heard it's really good. I heard it's a good spot. But
I didn't realize I didn't realize that the like restaurants went on tour with the festival.
Yeah, I don't know how you get picked, but we did. Thanks to all of our friends over at Chase.
Thanks to our girl Tiffany.
Do you have a Chase card or are you Amex only?
Amex only.
Yeah.
I would if they had made me an offer I couldn't refuse.
When you sent me that New York Times opinion piece about the airline lounges,
yeah,
I was like, damn, who wrote this? A guy who has a Chase card and not an Amex card?
I think a lot of people have a Chase card, not an Amex
a lot
card.
of them do, but he didn't
specific.
mention any Amex anything.
Well, those lounges are dumps, so all lounges are dumps is the nature of the piece, which is something I agree with.
The Chase, is it the Chase? I don't know. There's too many lounges now.
Well, the fact that there's a Capital One lounge, it's like Capital One lounge is a card that you get. You got to prepay for a Capital. Like that's not. What do you mean? What's gonna be in the lounge at the prepaid Capital One?
It's the same thing. It's just on a lower. They're like, we have free water.
No, all of it is just the gist of the article.
Free coffee.
The gist of the article was once something is, it's actually not special.
If everyone does it, then
yeah,
which is.
But as I've said to you many times before, I just want to be able to leave my bag and not bring it to the bathroom with me, and that's enough for me.
That is enough for you, and it is an interesting system of how that you never hear of anyone getting their bag stolen in a lounge ever.
No,
I guess even at the airport it rarely ever happens because it's such a sterile, high security environment. Sorry, go ahead.
I read a story about someone getting there's people that are now flying first class and stealing other passenger stuff on the flight.
Oh,
like you're asleep. I paid for a first class ticket. I'm going through the bags, taking all the laptops. Smart.
That is a cool caper of a crime.
Very cool. Like because you're successful enough as a criminal to spend $5 on the ticket.
Yeah,
but you can make
it's an
10.
Investment into your future.
It's an investment into you and your family's future.
That would be a great scene if they ever make a Ocean's quinceañera, whatever it is. They get the little Chinese guy that can fit anywhere.
That would be awesome.
He's in the
overhead
the overhead compartment. He unzips himself out of the toomey with his teeth, with his teeth, slithers down, steals the jewels.
Be really cool.
From 3B. Yeah, it'd be cool. Yeah. So what did we? Last time we talked about Lil Nas X, and he's still in jail.
It's a rollout. It's a rollout gone too far. That's my official final decision on it.
I don't think that's possible. I don't think that's a possibility.
I definitely think it's possible. I think he thought it'd be funny and cute, and then he charged a police officer, and now he's gonna be in jail for a while.
So but we never saw any footage of the cop being rushed by him. So then we don't even know. So why would he do that? Wouldn't at some point he's gonna say, "Stop, bro. This is a prank."
This is no. I think
how does it get to the point where it gets so far that he spends a week in jail?
Adrenaline, Tina, combination. I think it's. I know.
So you're saying he didn't overdose, but he was on a little bit of drugs.
Well, an overdose usually means you're like kind of incapacitated. But if you're voguing down Ventura Boulevard, I feel like that means it's working.
Well, you think he got a good dose. I mean when you hear overdose, you think somebody is unconscious.
Yeah, and
he needs to go to the hospital, or she, or they. But if you overdose on an upper, then don't you just go into like a meth psychosis where?
Yeah, no, I'm joking, of course.
You're a wandering
zombie.
But I
think I just don't think that it's just something about it feels fishy. That's all I'll say.
Insert trans joke.
It feels like Jussie Smollett vibes.
It does.
It feels very similar where it's like this crazy thing happened to me, but we haven't heard from Lil Nas yet.
Also, there's another video at a certain point. He removes his boots and his underwear and is just fully naked, barefoot, walking around the street at 5 a.m.
I was listening to Joe Budden talk about this today, and he was like, "Yeah, you look good. You're 25. Like, you might as well. Like, why not? I ain't got a body like that anymore."
Did Joe Budden think that it was fake?
I think it really does feel like something that is hotly debated because I think in today's world it's impossible to know, and it feels like everything is a rollout, no matter what.
Yeah, because I guess at a certain point there's so many of these videos, and then like, oh, actually the penguins were AI, or that video is actually AI. There's a possibility that video was AI, but then at a certain point somebody finds out, and then you go, oh, whatever. But I guess the next level is if you get TMZ involved to report on, if you pay them to roll it out as fake.
I don't think any of that happened. I think it was out of control.
Then you lose the journalistic integrity that TMZ upholds.
Those are my guys over there. Thanks for your service. I think that it's definitely an issue of I thought this would be funny and cool, and then I was actually so fucked up that I took it too far, and now I'm in jail.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think. I mean. But I guess people saw him doing this and were like trying to get videos with him and shit.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I guess it's kind of the justice. Like whenever you see it's a prank videos and they go too far, you want consequences to happen.
But if Lil Nas X has a problem besides
is Nas playing 70?
I because he ain't got none of those. So I mean, I don't know.
Mama will do anything but
if I didn't have any. I would fucking play Nicki Minaj and do Tina too if I didn't have a hit in that long.
Yeah, because somebody like Lil Nas X, I feel like they're a celeb where if they're having a good time, they're doing it right.
Yeah, for sure.
And
Lil Nas X is funny. Like, I think Lil Nas, I think the whole thing
when
is
we
like,
have a healthy sound and mind, Lil Nas X, it's a good thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
We need more people like that with a little toot.
But I'm praying for Nas.
Hopefully, this episode comes out on Monday. I'm sure Nas will get removed.
Free Nas.
Free Nas only got one mic. Okay, we got RFK Jr. His jeans. He's been working out a lot, and enough footage has surfaced of him swimming in the creek, swimming in the pool, working out, pull-ups, push-ups, only wearing jeans. And this plays into one of your gripes that men should not work out in long pants. He's taking it to another level, adding the pretty tight denim.
It almost goes far enough to be.
That's what I was kind of going to ask.
Fully background. I mean, it feels performative when it's from him. I don't see. There was a guy that used to go to my gym. They used to go to Equinox in Soho, and he would be in Rockstar Skinnies, V-neck white tee, just blasting a vape until the second he walked in the door. And the unfortunate part is, if a guy working out in jeans is ripped, you got to let him off the hook.
Yeah. You can't tell me none. Okay, but there's two differences.
If it's Dave Blunt's in the jeans, is different.
Yeah, you got to peel these off.
Dave Blunt's with 4 plates.
Okay, here's the kicker here. Yeah. The Rockstar Skinnies and V-neck guy vaping outside with this big rig. What are the chances that those denim jeans have a high level of Lycra?
Oh, those could be the rag and bone sweatpant jeans for all I know.
Okay.
Like I didn't touch the denim. I have no. I
but
don't
I mean,
know if it was Japanese.
I'm saying that style of person and denim, the likelihood of it being a synthetic blend, stretchy kind of jean,
very high.
Is
if
high.
This guy wasn't going to Blue and Green and getting his fucking 21-ounce Japanese indigo. This was definitely some Zara.
Zara. So he's able to do his RDLs. And it's no problem at all. Whereas the denim of RFK Jr., he's likely wearing some tough skins, some Lee jeans.
He looks like I think unfortunately he's wearing like Citizens of Humanity.
Got the Rockin' Republic.
He might have like it feels like I want it to be like, oh, they're just like Carhartt jeans or Wrangler or whatever, but they feel like they're could be
lucky brand jeans.
7 for all mankind.
No way.
I'm dead serious. I don't
know. Do you think so?
The way the rise is too low to be a traditional workwear or even Levi's.
They kind of, to me, they have a semi-military cowboy fit to them, like the kind of jeans that are.
They do.
They're not boot cut, but you can wear them with a boot, if that makes sense.
They do, and I agree with you. But I'm talking specifically about the rise.
Yeah, to me it has a cowboy rise.
Cowboy rise ain't that low.
High-waisted.
It ain't pube grazing.
These is high-waisted, brother.
I don't think that. I mean,
pube grazing.
I would love to know what if Jacob Gallagher's listening, find out what jeans RFK is wearing to work out in. How is no one that's Jake's job?
Yeah, guys, come on, use ChatGPT. Triangulate the location of the tag on there.
I mean, I'm sure if we were just in a press conference with RFK, be like, fam, where are the jeans from? And he'd give us an ID.
I think 50% chance he doesn't even know what brand they are.
You think Cheryl cop for him?
I don't know. He doesn't know. He puts them on. Do you think do you think RFK picks out his outfits by himself, or he has help?
I think he picks them. I mean, based on what they look like, I think he picks them out himself.
But it's kind of like when you let like a 67-year-old, lizard man. It's the same thing as like when my son wore a tutu to school today, and we let him wear whatever he wants to right now.
In this household, in the Miranda July household, our kids can wear whatever they want. That's exactly.
And then it's the RFK gets to do it all by himself.
And
sometimes he gets a little
the
fit off.
tightness of the jeans is what is the most interesting. But I guess if you're gonna work out in jeans, them being tighter is better if they have the stretch.
Yeah.
So it does make sense, and they do contain stretch. I would love for someone from Citizens of Humanity or Seven or Paper Denim Cloth to reach out and let us know.
There's Subi.
What if they were Subi? We would see the logo. Subi's got a little cross stitch.
You'd be able to see the little tonal knee hit.
He backed his fucking Dodge Neon into the store on La Cienega. It's copped a couple of pairs. I wanted to talk about.
Wait, well, really quick
ahead,
before, and then we'll switch. The reasoning for the denim, I think people, much like Donald Trump's makeup hand, people are starting to ask questions of like, if this guy really will never take the jeans off, regardless of the situation.
What's going on?
Is he hiding something? Is it simply he has skinny legs that he is embarrassed by, or is it something more sinister?
I think it could be an insecurity on leg size and quad growth, but
that's the easy answer. That's the safe money.
But I'm not a conspiracy theorist like you. I don't think RFK's thinking that hard about anything. That's part of the problem.
Well, I'm saying a guy like him, who sounds like a guy who was run over by a fucking he grew up in a waffle iron is sort of his whole entire vibe. There's a chance he could have some disfigurement or some weird coloration or
I feel like he would wear
or...
that with pride. This guy,
That's a good point.
This guy killed a whale. Let's not forget that.
If he had crazy skin grafts,
he would think it was
like
cool. Because I think all
scarred up. But what if he had the surgery to make himself taller?
He's not tall enough to have had the surgery to make himself taller.
Okay,
I don't know how tall he is, but he's not tall enough. I feel like you got to go from 5'8" to 6 feet.
Okay, my last guess, long shot. Racist tattoo, a weird, embarrassing tattoo.
Too easy to
like
get
how
removed.
the guy has Nixon on his back. What's his name? I forgot.
Oh yeah, too easy to get removed.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
Too easy to get removed. But I mean,
with his leathery skin, maybe the machine goes. Well, we burn through another one.
It'd be easy to get an American flag cover up on anything.
That's fair. Okay.
It is interesting, and I hope he continues to work out in jeans, and I hope we never see his legs.
God, I mean,
do you think he wears jeans under a suit when he's got a suit on?
No, I think he wears jeans and a tasteful blazer.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll wear a tuxedo to like the correspondence dinner or something. He's got to wear it sometime.
If you go to me, like
he's a Kennedy for Christ's sakes. You know how many black tie weddings he's got to get?
That's a good point. If you go swimming in jeans, that you see the video and the photos of like Lil Wayne's wearing like basketball shorts and socks and slides in the jacuzzi. The guy's a freak. We need to, have an intervention. He's swimming in denim jeans. Is that as far as it gets in terms of like what the fuck is going on with this guy?
Yeah, that's too far.
There's no other situation where wearing denim would be more bizarre than that.
Swimming is you thought the gym was the end. Swimming is absolutely the end.
Because like even sauna is better than that.
Yeah, pool. I mean, pool. The Justin Bieber like boxers with shorts in the pool is psycho as it is, in my opinion. Like, just wear a bathing suit, be normal.
Yeah, but that's a flash in the pan compared to whatever he's got going on in there. Because a pair of your 501s you're wearing right now, if you submerge those in water for 10 minutes and pull them out, they would weigh 15 pounds.
Yeah, well, I think that's what RFK is doing. I think he's like always working out.
Weighted vest for my legs.
He's always working out. That's exactly what's going on. He considers it nothing more than a workout.
The thicker the water, the better. That's why he's always searching for the stickiest goo, the most algae-ridden creeks, because the water is heavier.
Look, man,
17.5.
I think the guy is cool. I think he's a funny, quirky freak. Mm-hmm. And it's gonna cause us problems, but
imagine going to his house for dinner. He cooks you a steak, but he fucks it up. You got to eat all of it.
He doesn't cook his steak. You know that. He eats that
raw.
I
can see him black and blue.
He's a pussy. He eats it raw.
I think he's experimented with raw eating when Cheryl's out of town. Otherwise, she shames him.
I mean,
she gets in his head about the worms, and he's definitely not vaxxed, so he could get taken down by a worm.
He's definitely not vaxxed.
Just how they got Steve Jobs. Just think about it, bro.
Shit.
My man was just eating peaches.
The DJ voice. I want to talk about this band. There's bands now removing themselves from Spotify because Daniel Ek gave to like an AI war machine. Mm-hmm. Gave him $100 million. Yeah. So this band Hotline TNT, who's actually quite a good band, worst name of all time, but very good band. Like made
it gets worse.
I didn't listen to them for years because I hated the name so much, and I listened to it. I was like, oh, this really is good.
Okay.
They made a statement about this, like on their high horse, and I just don't.
Some nice letterhead.
I just don't know.
What was their statement? Just
we can't continue.
Those are the reasons. It's not for anything that you wouldn't expect it to be.
Yeah, and it's like, because there's a bad guy in charge, we are going to make less money by choice is an interesting way for a band. You can't complain.
That is a union buster's opinion.
But you can't complain about how hard it is to make money, and it's impossible to be a musician, and then also fuck up your own revenue streams and continue to order your fucking Cheetos on Amazon. Like, it's not, there's no way these guys are living some sort of lifestyle that is that,
Well, right now I would say, I know what you mean. Society makes it easier to opt out of Spotify, or Mubi than it is to opt out of, Uber.
But this is my
Amazon
whole point.
Prime.
If you're gonna be this serious about stuff, you can't pick and choose. If you're gonna die on that hill, you got to be a fucking freak. Like, you got to be like, I'm a monk. I live off the fucking grid.
You have to only sell your albums at house shows.
Yeah, you think Hotline TNT's not stopping their fucking Sprinter at Walmart and going inside and participating in some child labor?
I will say that in today's current environment, where Spotify is not paying as much money as the artists would want themselves to be paid, and our old friend Left Sets has a lot of good insight onto this subject about how it's not based on how many plays you have. It's the percentage of plays that you have in comparison to all the other plays. Yeah. There's a fact.
Oh, it's a fucked up system. I do not get me wrong.
It's a fucked up system, but with SoundCloud and YouTube and Bandcamp and all these other options, the amount of money that they were losing, that they lost from Spotify, is worth the sort of virtue signaling and the power that they get from that statement.
There's no power. They get a bump in social media for a 12-hour period when Stereo Gum and Pitchfork and Brooklyn Vegan write about it. Like, there's no real what I'm saying is it makes them feel good and virtuous, but there's no upside to it at all, except I feel good about myself because I'm standing on business.
There could be also no loss either.
There's definitely a
no
loss,
downside,
because there's no way that band is popular enough to be making some money from Spotify. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like a.
How much money do you think?
Oh, I would probably say hundreds of thousands.
No way.
Yeah, dude.
Absolutely not.
At least I know bands that are much smaller than they're clearing $100,000 or more.
What are the million plays? Million plays is 7,500. Is that what it is?
I don't know.
Something like that.
Maybe
it's
whatever.
less than that.
Maybe less. You're an independent band. If it's $50,000, if it's $30,000, it's
Mm-hmm.
still like money you want. And what do you
How
get
long on listeners? Tell me how much money Hotline Bling made on Spotify.
I just couldn't believe. I just can't believe, because it's one of those things.
But also, if you're a DIY indie kind of punky anti-establishment thing, anyway, it's like when you're straight edge and you go vegan. To me, it's that kind of thing. Like they're connected, and enough people have done it, and enough people are into that to where the switch over. It's like switching from Verizon to T-Mobile. Like it's pretty frictionless to do that. And then you're able to thrive in your punk vibe.
This is what I'm saying. You're not going to thrive because no one actually gives a fuck what you do.
Well,
if they want to listen to your music and you make it harder for them, then they're not going to listen to your music. But eight out of 10.
You've made it harder for them, but it's still extremely easy.
I'm not going to use Bandcamp. This shit sucks. It's ugly. Like, it's stupid. I don't like Spotify. It's ugly. It's stupid. But I'm going to...
Well, luckily, you can listen to their music on Apple Music.
Exactly.
Because not a problem.
Apple Music's never done anything wrong. I'm sure that they don't do anything. Like, I'm sure those phones are made in great conditions. High-paid labor.
Yeah, I mean, Zane Lowe, whatever that is.
I just don't understand. I guess the rush and the good feeling you get from other virtue signalers telling you how great you are for an afternoon because of your post on social media is not worth giving up thousands of dollars in income to continue the career you've tried to build for years.
One more argument. There's enough people out there who hate Spotify and think they're the enemy that if they hear that you have left, they will have it in the back of their mind to vote with their dollars and support those types of artists that make the difficult decision.
It's too
to do
small.
That.
It's a minuscule amount of people. I can't see it with my human eye. The people that would do that.
Okay.
Like if Drake and Taylor Swift left Spotify, then we're talking business. Then something's happening.
Mm-hmm.
If an indie band that's on Third Man Records or whatever leaves, it's like whatever. And again, their music they're good. Like, I like it. I want them to succeed. I just don't think this is going to impact anyone except them negatively.
But what if they feel good about it forever?
Congratulations. I don't give a fuck.
Well, they're going to grow and rise and get better and make more money regardless of Spotify, if that is the case. So all it is just they're removing what they would consider to be a cancerous limb or an organ. They're cutting out a kidney. Yes, it was a difficult procedure, but now they're still able to succeed and have a great life without that, and they're able to sleep at night knowing that they did the right thing.
Well, they were sleeping at night fine for the last 5 years using Spotify.
We don't know that. They've been tossing and turning for the last 5 years.
This is what I mean. Just assuming that, like, it's just thinking that you already hate it, you're mad at it, but you deal with it, and then you find out this guy invested in something you don't agree with, and that's where you draw the line. That is virtue signaling. That is literally what that is. Like, Spotify has been problematic with the way they treat artists since day one. That's the whole thing. That's the whole narrative around Spotify.
All right, we've got Hotline TNT on line 1.
I just don't. That's it, man. I just don't understand like what people are proving and who they're proving it to. That's all.
Okay, Boomer. Let's talk about. I'm just kidding. Let's talk about a new weed that you pulled. I feel like I told you it was something that I had tried to write for the last few years. Every time, nothing inspires me to get writing than returning home from Europe. I have a lot of thoughts, but then, a third of the way through, I will have to pull the eject seat because it's too hateful. It's just like a dump kind of thing. And it doesn't really have any, it's not like fun to read.
Sure.
But I feel like you did a good job calmly, which is odd for you, calmly explaining European travel in comparison to domestic.
I mean, I think the differences are glaringly obvious, but I think it really comes down to Instagram. And that's sort of what has made people think they have to go to the most remote place that all their hot friends have gone to. Mm-hmm. And it has nothing to do with actual enjoyment.
But it is, do you think that there's a healthy level of participating in Instagram Olympics?
Yeah, totally. I do it too. We're all guilty of it. Absolutely.
Okay.
I mean, absolutely, 100%.
So you think you're doing it at a good, healthy, normal amount?
I think I'm just as much part of the problem, just in different zones than this.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't think no one that uses Instagram is immune from being an obnoxious piece of shit. That's what it is. That's what the platform allows us all to do.
Yeah.
I just think that the vacation specific, and I think it's also very it's very much a part of our lives and our age demographic and our sort of middle classness. Like, I think it's our people are doing this more than anyone else.
Yeah, I think so.
Like, my sister's friends aren't doing this. They're not competing to be like, well, I was in Greece and I was on the most remote island where the olive oil was the best.
They're posting a video of them having way more fun at the lake that's an hour away from their house.
Literally. They're at Lake Oconee on a fucking pontoon boat drinking beer out of a can, being like, this is sick. This is all I need.
Having a fun time.
But I mean, I understand I like going places that are pretty. So do you. But I'm saying if I fly 19 hours, once I see it for 30 minutes, I'm kind of good.
Do you think your attention deficit disorder plays a part of that?
Totally. I just mean that I think if you really are going on a holiday.
Well, I think the problem is if you do that, you don't have the incentivization of participating in the content documenting other than your hashtag 35 tasteful pics. But that's kind of, like you said, it's in a different category.
It's in a different category of obnoxiousness. Like,
You're doing it the way that people did it in the 60s or 70s or any other decade before.
I make it harder and more expensive for myself to be obnoxious, but I'm still obnoxious. That's the thing.
Do you think we'll have a return, of the analog version of the Italy slideshow dump where you gather all of your friends over to your house and project the images on the screen?
There's definitely somebody doing that right now somewhere. I just don't.
But if you do it on like actual film,
it doesn't make it doesn't make it different. I mean, I just don't know if I guess that vacation is sold to us as a method for relaxation, to decompress from work and relax.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that what we are now doing is actually the opposite of that.
Absolutely.
And I think that's the issue. Like, us going to California, obviously you still travel. It's still like annoying. You're still going through security. You still have to rent a car. It's a whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I just think that it is easier and more relaxing at the end of the day for several reasons.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just a mental state thing. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with all of that. I can get the same feeling going to Hawaii.
Yeah.
And you can get the same feeling going to the Keys or Miami or whatever. And it's only 4 hours away, 3 hours away.
And I'm never blown away by the food in these places. I'm happy. If I go to Miami and I go to fucking Walrus Rodeo and Pastis, I'm going to be happier.
Mm-hmm.
Me, Chris Black, is going to be happier than if I go to remote Italy and have a guy talk to me about the fucking pasta for an hour before he serves it to me. You know what I mean? It's like that's it just depends on what you want.
Maybe the jig is starting to be up with all the, like, hey, just because this food is from Italy doesn't mean it's the best. I think enough time has passed from that. But how you were saying, where you used to go and travel to relax, and now it's the opposite of it, where it's time to work, it's time to create content, it's time to pick out every outfit more than we would normally at home. It's a lot more work, and to me it's the same analogy, or like the same way I look at weddings, how it used to be a celebration of love, and now it's a way to show all of your friends and family and everyone on the internet what candle you would put in the bathroom and what soap is there, and your dress and the shoes and the flowers and the food and the presentation.
Well, it's a how rich. It's always a how rich and how good is my life competition.
But it's also a taste level, and then where you travel and where you vacation shows a taste level. Like, oh, you're going to Lake Como, kind of basic shit, whatever. But, oh, you just go to Mykonos. I actually go to this new island. It's a little different, and it's not only money based.
No.
But it's hard, because to me it's like, I don't care about that. I don't need to let people know that I would actually go here instead of here. But I think you and I have that same problem, where there's other things that people should just do to be like a healthy, normal part of, like you should hang out with your family more, or like talk to your relatives, or, you should do this because it's the right thing. And I think you should share your life a little bit because it's the right thing, you know? Not just because I'm getting the room for free.
Sure. I mean,
but it helps.
But I literally watch. I mean, this is what I mean, though. It's no different. Like when I'm in Laguna, I'm on the treadmill and I see two chicks with like fake Hermes headscarves and bikinis on, and they're running they're shooting each other content wise as the sun is setting for at least the entire time I was on the treadmill, so 30 minutes.
Yeah. What do you think people were doing before TikTok and Instagram in that situation? They were just like hanging out with their younger brother at the pool table in the lobby,
literally
being like, "You guys are fucking stupid,"
literally,
and then eating French fries, playing video games,
normal vacation,
ride
stuff.
a bike.
I mean, you're out throwing a ball with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, as I say this as,
and I think all that is to say, we are not enjoying the holiday as much because we don't have the incentive of this is going to be a great, unique opportunity to create content and show off.
I don't
cool
enjoy
life.
anything, and that's a problem that I have to deal with. But I'm saying that it is.
But if you were like a goofy Instagram story poster, 30 pictures of your pasta and the guy making it in the bowl, 12 sunsets, DJ booth videos, hungover friend the next day on close doors. If you're doing all that, you would probably be having more fun.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, definitely. I think
you look cooler to the right people, but at what cost?
I just
a life of sadness.
I just don't think that we've just really commodified travel, and I'm part of the like I said, I'm part of the problem. I travel 90% more than most people.
Most of the problem. But yeah, all that is to say, good job with that pulling weed story. It's a hard thing to express into 1,200 words. Or whatever that was.
Oh, less than that. Don't worry.
Okay, I don't know. It's hard for me to tell. Yeah, I went. We were in New York. We had a great event with New Balance, with our friend Jeannie Bouchard.
2 nights back to back New Balance.
Had a great meal. Shout out to Connor and Frank and everyone over at NB.
Yeah, Jeannie Bouchard was an interesting character.
The Bouchard girls, infamous.
I liked her a lot, and like I said to you last night, I think that if we were out to dinner with her, she'd be a real riot.
Mm-hmm.
If there were no microphones
More
around.
of a spitfire when you're outside of the corporate marketing.
But she was ready to play ball with us. I think she came to the table.
It was fun talking about Maroon 5 and pickleball with her.
Well, I mean, retiring from professional tennis she's probably not even 30.
I think she's 31.
31 to play pickleball, which is easier on your body, and you keep sponsors. As much as I hate to say it, it's probably a good idea. If you're not winning tournaments, if you're not in the top 100,
yeah. Like I said, but at what cost? Then you're a pickleballer.
What cost? She said she got 3 houses. I think the cost. I think she's got costs.
They are in tax haven cities, but I agree with that. But it just depends on like, how much do you care about the real heads, the real tennis heads?
I think if you're in her
the
position,
people who are staunch, never picklers. Like you have a never trumper.
I think
we're never picklers.
Accomplished enough as a tennis player probably to be like, I don't give a fuck what you think.
I could see you hating from outside of the club.
Yeah, like I'm good. I'm rich. I'm good looking.
And also, I would say secretly, most of the professional tennis players probably dabble in a little pickleball and are kind of okay with it.
Yeah, I think they see it. She said this to us, and she might be right, even though I despise it and think it's so corny. It probably does lead people to play tennis.
Yeah, but if you're a real tennis head, you want less people playing tennis.
No, but I'm saying like kids and stuff. Like I'm saying like when, like if...
So there's a new bitch that can beat me? Hell no.
No, I think it's good for the sport.
Make the barrier of entry worse. I think tennis is just big enough. It doesn't need to get any bigger.
I don't think that's how it works.
I know that's not how it works. But I mean, everything gets ruined when it gets too big. That's just how it goes forever.
I don't know if that's necessarily true. Like, I don't know if is the NFL that different?
NFL's ruined.
When was it ever not ruined? Like, what do you think? There's
a before and after date. There's a before Christ and an after death.
I don't think anything that is meant to be that profitable and that appealing to that big of an audience.
There's people that have debates about this. They're like, NBA ended in, August 18th, 2016, and here's why.
Look, I know there's 30 Jewish guys with a podcast debating fucking the NBA, but like
they know it more than anyone else.
But the point is that people just forget that these are businesses, and the point is not to make them feel good, it's to keep them hooked and watching it and spending money on it, which they still do. So it doesn't matter. The joke is on them.
But at a certain point, you can get so greedy, and you have to do better than you did last year.
Totally.
And you could inflate the balloon too much, and nobody wants to play with it anymore.
No one is going to
or
stop.
The fan base gets too embarrassing.
The fan base for the NFL has been embarrassing since day one. What do you mean?
Yeah, but it was more. No. It was just more real back then.
It's not. Nothing is
real. It didn't have dancing robot.
Nothing is real when it's a for-profit, multi-billion-dollar company that is trying to appeal to the widest swath of people.
It's the same thing as like billionaire logic. Like at a certain point, you get so obsessed with making more money every year over year, and then you wake up and like, yes, the NBA is doing great, the NFL is doing great, but you're awful.
No, the thing that
like nobody wants to hang out with you anymore.
No, the problem is people think that whatever they're into should never change. It should be how they want it to be forever because that's how they like it. And that's just not how the world works.
Some changes are good, some changes are bad.
Most changes are bad, but I think you have to come to terms with the fact that they're going to happen.
Like when you're watching tennis and they have we now have a laser camera machine to know exactly if it's in or out, and you can contest it, and if it's right, then we'll switch it. Like that, to me, that's a good rule. But then there's other shit where it's just like we need the barrier of entry to be difficult.
Yeah,
that's
you should be able to kick a baby out if they're crying.
That's
why,
that's why people like golf. It's hard. It takes a long time to learn it and get good at it. And the only people that stick around and play are people that really love it. Fishing is hard and tennis is hard and all these things are hard. You have to learn and practice for a long time to pick it up because it feels good,
Yeah, but that's different than watching something.
It's true.
It's much more fun to play than watch, depending on the kind of person that you are.
Yeah, it's true. But a lot of people like to watch, Chris. And yeah, it was great. And then we came to Chicago. We're at the Dorf. We're gonna go hit RL tonight for one. What are you gonna eat at Ralph Lauren?
I don't know. I think I'll have the veggie burger.
I can't do another burger.
I'm gonna have a veggie burger. I think that's one of the only places I get one consistently
because it has a fun organic patty with green.
Yeah, but I have to
grains.
get it out. They put barbecue sauce on. I don't fuck with barbecue sauce.
Oh, really?
No.
I like barbecue sauce. I don't like a barbecue chip though. I'll just put that on everything right now. Okay, let's see what else we got. We were talking about Trump's hand. And people are predicting his death date. I don't know if we can bet on it yet, the Vegas line, but people are saying 6 to 8 months, early 2026 maybe.
I think he'll die in office. During this term.
Okay.
I can't obviously drill down into the exact.
People are saying he has congestive heart failure, and then he's getting these monthly IV boosters of all this crazy shit, and that's why he always has bruising on his hand where they do the IV.
My question is why can't the makeup just be better? There's a lot of great makeup artists in the world. The president of the United States should be able to hire the one that can really blend the foundation with his skin tone.
This is where the hatred
hatred can't get
of
Pat
Trump.
McGrath to do the hand makeup.
Look, you got somebody like Trump in office. No cool bands want to play the events. No
true.
Celebrities want to go to anything. Everyone turns them down. Everyone says, "Oh, I'm washing my hair that night." If you're a makeup artist, you're either, you're probably left leaning. A donkey could do a better makeup job than whatever. Trump himself could have done a better job.
What I'm saying is that I'm afraid that he might be doing it himself, and that's the reason. Because he's so embarrassed by the whole thing that he just takes care of it himself.
And he's holding the makeup brush like how a little kid holds a fork.
Yeah, like how
he's painting it on.
No, he's holding how a guy in fucking Nashville eats Chipotle.
Yeah.
That overhand grip. You know what I'm talking about.
I know the overhand. Okay, so he's hiding it from everyone, and they're like, "Hey, Mr. President, do you think we can put a little makeup on the hand, cover that bruise?" And he's like, "I don't know what you're talking about. What bruise? I'm gonna go to my office. I'll be out in a few minutes."
That's exactly what's happening.
He pulls out the Amazon bag, that has the little concealer, and he got the wrong one.
That's definitely what's going on. That's the most reasonable way to look at this, honestly.
Or also, here's the other option. He has such a unique skin color because of his age.
You mean
health, jaundice, as well as his tanning.
Yeah.
It's a color. He'll go to Sephora and they're like, can you match this? And the system error, beep, cannot process.
He goes to the MAC counter for a makeover and they say, sorry, we ain't got nothing for you, sir.
So that's the closest color they can get to.
This also could be right. This also could be totally right. There's so many possibilities, and I think that we were wrong. None of them contain a professional makeup artist. That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
No, there's no professional in the room.
Or they sort of, that color perfect black, where it's like so black you can't even see it. They hired MIT scientists to create and duplicate the
perfect
color.
Trump.
But the problem is the flash lights it up, and that's so
they didn't think about that.
The effect.
They didn't think
his hand looked like a FK Twigs video.
Bro, that shit you sent me today. What was it? Was that All Points Eat? What festival was it?
I don't
There's
know.
a festival, and Jason showed me a tweet where it was like Twigs plays in 9 minutes, and there's less people there than were watching us talk to Joe at EatsCon this afternoon.
But I think that was likely a Twigs hater creating some false propaganda. It could have been fake news.
No one wants to see Twigs at a festival.
Some people do.
You want to see Twigs do burlesque at the box. You do not want to see Twigs do a festival when the sun's out.
Sun's still out. Yeah, I don't want to see anyone when the sun's still out. Twigs needs to be happening at night.
Has to be at night.
When the dolls are alive.
But unfortunately, she's not really at that stage in her career.
I thought when I was at your house a few days ago, we were shooting some content. We're going to be doing a collaboration with a cannabis brand that and love.
Pure Beauty.
Pure Beauty. I don't know. And I was thinking, like, we're in Chicago right now, and I was listening to the Joe Budden podcast, and they're talking about how good the Chance the Rapper album is. And I was like, this is why I can't trust these guys. But then I thought of, like, a good tagline for this weed is, like, this weed is our collab with Pure Beauty is the type of shit you smoke that make Chance the Rapper sound good. That's like, what a selling point.
Those guys talking about Chance the Rapper, I literally rewinded. I was like, is this a joke? Are they saying Chance the Rapper put out that, and then they play it. They kept talking about it, and then they finally played it. I was like, this is ass. This is as bad as his wife album. Like, this is not. I can decipher no difference.
They probably put it on, and then I didn't watch it, but I could hear, a guy get out of his seat, take his headphones off, throw them on the ground, just walk around the room like he just saw a supernatural spirit in the room.
Chance the Rapper, we got to take his mic away. We got to take it away.
They were like, the wife shit, I love my wife shit was bad, but then when his wife left him, now it's good.
He was inspired.
Which is like, it's a bummer that Chance can only create the best art from darkness, much like Kanye West, another Chicago legend.
Chance the Rapper is also an industry plant. Like he's like Obama was at his high school graduation because he's friends with his parents type shit.
I mean, we're at the point where Logic is cooler now.
Logic's way cooler.
Mm-hmm.
Logic is way cool. I would say most people on Earth are cooler than Chance the Rapper. I hate to say it. While we're in these hallowed halls, I would say I'll take Lupe Fiasco over Chance the Rapper.
I would too.
I'll take
Loop. West Loop. And they were also discussing something where I was like, I really cannot take you guys seriously. They were mentioning the Big X The Plug album, and it's a country music album, and they played a song
Jelly Roll
with him and Jelly Roll, and it was like the most low IQ music you've ever heard, and everyone is just like, this is a beast, yo, this shit is hard.
Sometimes
they're glazing the Jelly Roll.
I fall victim to this.
That.
I fall victim to this too, and you don't. But I'm more just like, if I said something like that about a song like that, it's because I think it's a hit, not because I want to listen to it or think it's good. I feel
they were saying these songs are expensive.
Yeah, which is like a dumb thing to say because that's not how it works. Big X The Plug, the label isn't going and paying fucking Luke Combs $500,000. They're splitting the publishing like normal fucking people.
Right. I mean, there could be a finder's fee. There could be an upfront fee.
I think
depending on their relationship with X.
I think I think that those two genres have seen how well a crossover can work. And it's no sweat off Luke Combs back to do a day in the studio. Well, it's a lot of sweat probably for Luke Combs and Big X to get together.
But I guess my visibility of Big X the Plug is zero because I've never heard his music. But so I guess I don't assume him to be a big enough artist to be able to get all these people on spec whenever and do a deal split.
I think
he's quietly much bigger than I realized.
Yeah, I think he's much bigger. But
have you heard his music?
I'm sure.
I mean, I only heard a few bars on his
I would listen
Jelly Roll song, and I was like, no, this is music for like...
There's definitely a point where I would have listened to that when it
people
came
in
out
jail in
to
San
like
Bernardino.
try it. You know what I mean? But I don't really know. The most I've seen him is clips from Popcast.
Yeah. Me too. It's like music that people listen to when like their kid gets taken away from them. It's like that kind of music.
That's what Jelly Roll is.
Like
too.
throw this on when your kids get taken away from you by the state.
DFAX comes.
He's got one. He's like, I have just the song for this occasion.
I got one. I got one.
Okay. Anything else we have here? Oh, one last one. Jameela Jamil.
Oh yes,
your fave.
I'm very proud of sending
criticizes Serena Williams for promoting and being the face of a GLP-1 weight loss drug, and she said there are the actress warns of serious health risks and points to Williams' husband's ties as an investor in the GLP-1 company. Straight from Pop Crave, so now is Jameela Jamil like more punk than the average bear? She's calling out somebody that nobody ever calls out. It feels kind of punk almost, just to take a...
She needs to go away. So, I mean, Serena, I don't fuck with Serena since she married that Reddit white boy dork, and when she made the documentary about herself, that was so unwatchable. But she's one of our all-time greats. She's an amazing athlete.
Yeah.
And I do think it's for...
Serena does have ties to the Israeli government, though.
For GLP-1, I feel like it's nice to have an athlete that is like, I use this, I'm still able to perform, even though she's not playing professionally. Jameela Jamil is... We can get her out of here. I don't care who she comes after. She got a record deal. A publishing deal.
Because she's a producer.
What's she producing besides tweets?
I would like to hear some of her beats.
If anybody has a Jameela Jamil beat tape, please send it to Jason. we want to check it out.
Jameela Donuts.
Dave, you know that what's her man's name? Why am I blanking?
James Blake.
I mean, we talked about this a million times, but really one of the best fall offs of it all time.
I think Jimmy's got one in him. Once he breaks up with her, is like Chance the Rapper style. Once she leaves him, he's gonna come out. It's gonna be Overgrown Part 2. It's gonna be like Blueprint 2.
Because you fuck with James Blake.
First James Blake album had me in my feelings.
It is fill-ins Bon Iver level kind of vibe.
But it also, that's when he was producing like good UK dubstep, like proper dreary, wandering through a dim, damp forest, smoking and having tea and just being dreadful and mysterious.
Great music. I mean, that record is great. I love that record.
Yeah, it's good. But then obviously, things change. You get the sophomore and the junior and the senior year slump. But I think he's so talented. He's got it in him. He shouldn't have moved to Los Angeles. He should have stayed in the Shire, and that would have kept things moving groovy.
Yeah, you're probably right. But, when
I need a 5150 old Jimmy out of Cali. Like, it's time for us to leave. You cannot be hanging out at Delilah anymore.
With other producers. We need them all to get together.
I can't be having my man at, like, Improv East on a Tuesday.
He shows up at home in his Jimmy Stack, Ariel, Rostam in a circle being like, sorry, bro, you got to go back. We got to get you out of here.
Look, we love you, and this is for the best.
But for
now, it can be like a Calvin Harris situation. We'll handle the sale of the house.
For now, we're gonna have to take away the synthesizers, and we're gonna hold on to those until you're kind of ready to use them again.
The Nord lead is, we're taking it tonight.
We're gonna take it tonight. We have a storage facility in Burbank. It'll be super safe. It's temperature controlled, but we just need you to kind of
We did log you out of your Logic account, and I'm sorry that
I hate to say this, but we did change your password, and now
we changed your Waves plugin master password. I have the iLocks. Don't come for them. I don't even know where they are.
Dr. Luke has taken some of your files, and
he has your dongles in his temperature controlled storage.
Dr. Luke has your dongles.
I'll tell you this: it's outside Palm Springs. You're never gonna find it.
Yeah, that's dude. God
And
damn
he's and release it. It's not like Scientology got his claws into him, but it's a small, light version of that. The Hollywood beast. He's strong enough to survive. He's managing fine. He's making money. He's touring. He's making music. He's living a good, happy life. But it's stifling his power because he's so talented.
No, he really is. He's very, very talented. But
it's like when Scott Storch, went to Vegas, and he did all the cocaine in the world and just bought Rolls Royces and forgot where he parked them and shit. Like, he's doing that on a small scale.
It's a very small scale.
We got ICE, get away from Home Depot and start moving over to wherever. Where do you think Jimmy Blake hang out?
We need to get all these producers back to their home countries so they can make good music. We got to get all these motherfuckers out of L.A. Let's get Sia needs to be back in fucking Denmark or whatever. I don't know.
New Zealand.
Oh, she's from New Zealand
or Australia. One of those.
Yeah, one or the other. No, I think that I think that
deport their asses.
There is something to be said about that.
Yeah, Trump, do some good in this country.
Stop ruining these hardworking people's lives and get these fucking.
Send DJ Mustard back to Chicago, wherever he's from. Drake needs to be in Canada only.
Bro, if Drake was in Canada, if Drake was locked in fucking Bridal Path at the crib shooting hoops with the homies, if Chubbs had the Chanel side bag on, if Baca was out,
he wouldn't be doing a podcast commercial with Bobby Altima.
This is a good maybe I need to go back to Atlanta, get back to my roots.
Yeah, touch the home turf, brother.
I need to hit Peachtree.
I mean, when you were down in Laguna Niguel, I felt it.
You could tell.
My Cali roots.
Yeah, it was your tingling. All right, how long gone? Thank you guys for listening. Thank you, Chicago. Thank you, The Infatuation. Thank you to New Balance. We had a big week this week.
Thank you to our team at Brigade.
Thank you to our team at Brigade. You guys rock.
Yeah, shout out to Adam Killa. We saw him at the smoothie shop. Posted up. We got to get Adam on the pod.
Yeah, that smoothie place in Chicago in the Old Coast, that's my shit. It really is my shit.
And everyone who replied to my Instagram story about are the Donkey brand tortilla chips good? Most people said they are good.
Oh, really?
A couple people said they're a little too salty. They said the consistency of the salt is hit or miss.
You have the worst reply guys
just
of all
mid,
time.
But most people and gals and non-binary pals, howlonggone.com is the website. We look forward to more pods this week coming up. We have cool guests. I don't know if they're going to be as diverse as Lee from America and Jarvis Cocker, but hopefully we'll reach more of a singularity this week.
Let me see. No, I don't know about all that. Maybe. Oh, yeah. Okay.
I love how we do this every Sunday where you're like, oh, ooh, yeah, we have guests.
Hey, man, look.
They're happening on the same days that
I try to get shit locked in, and then I forget about it. That's the fun
God,
of it.
I'm sad that we forgot to talk about our cab driver.
You can give us a couple bars.
He was Nigerian, right?
Give us a couple bars.
He had this great when we first
No. You know what I mean by give us a couple bars.
Oh, I have to set up what he's reacting to.
Okay, got it.
So we would talk. He was a preacher. He has 10 kids back home in Africa. He's a driver here in Chicago. He's lived here forever. We're asking him about restaurants, and he's showing us an African restaurant.
I literally learned more than I've ever learned about African food. It was very interesting.
It's a long drive from ORD to downtown. Our Chicago visitors know that. So we had an hour to kill, and we decided to have a fun convo. And he was saying, you got to go to this restaurant. It's so good. It's traditional African food the same way I had it from, growing up. My mom would make it, and I'm going down the menu, and it'd be like snail stew, but it'd have like a weird name. It'd be like a name that we don't know. And be like, oh, what's this? And he would say what it is, and then Chris would learn, and then every dish I would be like, what about this one? And he would go, ooh. I would just me naming a dish of like oxtails with rice and like spicy sauce. And he'd be like, "Oh, I'm so hungry." Ooh, like he would get like horny for the food.
He was awesome. It was awesome, and I learned a lot, and he was funny as hell.
Yeah, he's a boxer, blah blah blah. And I was saying like, but you're a man of God, you're a pastor, so you're not able to imbibe in any, drugs, alcohol, blah blah blah. And by the end of the hour drive, he was just saying like, "Yeah, I like to fuck. I got 2 bitches, and my dream is to have them both at the same time. Sometimes I used to grow my own weed, and I like to go to the park and put vodka in my Coke."
What's better than that?
We unpeeled his plantain in just 1 short hour. We had a great time. Loved it.
Great time. Love that guy. Shout out to him. Thank you, Chicago. Look, hopefully we'll be back soon, but not too soon. We've been here a lot.
Bye.